Video sponsored by Safe and Efficient Plumbing and Drain Services, Classy Automotive Paint and Supply, The Knockoff Buddy, Wet Glaze Finish Care, and Cerna Wire Wheels. For more information on our sponsors, go to the information section under this YouTube video.
Welcome to another Pinche podcast.
What's happening? You're here with another episode of another Pinche podcast, and my guest today, Sam Torres.
Yo, what's cracking, canalitos? How's everybody doing out there, man? Here we are with the Pinches Lowriders, man. Shit,
Yes,
these guys
sir.
are everywhere doing their thing in the Lowrider community, which we appreciate very much, man. We appreciate you out there, putting us out there because the more we get out there, the more bigger our community grows, man. And you guys are all important. You guys are all part of that program that helps us grow, man. We appreciate you being there for us. Thank you very much, Pinche Lowriders. We got a lot of love and respect for you guys, my brothers.
Thank you very much. I try to cover everything I can.
It's tough, man. It's
Get to
tough.
everybody's events and so on and so forth. So, and looking forward to Vegas.
Yes, sir. That's right, man. August 6th, man. I'm sorry, October 6th.
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some stuff going on, and people are leaking out stuff here and there. We don't know what's true or what's not true. Well, I know what's true or what's not true, but we can't say nothing. But right now, I'm just gonna say this is gonna be a historical time.
Yeah.
I think when people go out to the show, they're gonna see something they've probably never seen before in life.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be something really to remember.
Yes.
Now, I just want to say, I don't know if it's okay for me to just go ahead and start talking about it, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the event itself and why I wanted to do this event the way we're doing it now.
Yeah.
So the reason I wanted to do my show at the same time Lowriders doing this show in Vegas is because it helps in many ways. At first they took it as, Torres is trying to come over here and steal all my thunder or whatever. I told him it's nothing like that. I go to your show.
Yeah.
I support your show. I take my cars to your show. And then I have my show after your show. The only reason I do it is because I think it's better. If you think about it, for our Lowrider community, we don't all have the funding, that we need to be able to go to Vegas 20 times a year.
Yeah.
And we have kids and we have family, so it gets a little tough. The expenses, they're there and they get pretty high, to go out to Vegas and stay for a whole weekend, and so this trip has to count for family wise too as well. You take your whole family out there, it's got to be fun for them. They got to enjoy it. They got to like it. They got to have fun too as well.
Yes.
But so the reason I wanted to do this event was to make it a big thing to where you spend one money to get to Vegas and you get to do about 4 shows.
Yeah.
You're going to get to do the cruise on Thursday night, and then the cruise Friday night, and then the Hall of Fame is Friday night.
Yeah.
And then the Lowrider show is Saturday night, and then Frank's Hop is Saturday night, and then our show is Sunday night.
Yes.
So with one price to go to Vegas, you're going to be able to do all these things. Now, with that being said, this means that the Lowrider community is going to take over Vegas, literally. So we're taking over Vegas. Vegas is going to belong to the Lowrider community this weekend.
Yep.
On that weekend.
Yeah.
We're all going to be there. And if you've gone to shows there before, you've seen, Fairmont and everything get packed with all the Lowrider community.
Yeah.
But if you go to when there's only one show, then there might not be that many people out there.
Yeah.
At Fairmont, they'll be mixed with a whole bunch of other people, that aren't in the Lowrider community.
Yeah.
But when you go on the day like this weekend that we're having this show and you have all these events at one weekend,
oh yeah,
my God, dude, I'm talking about all the Lowrider communities there. Everybody's there. Everybody's kicking it, and you get to see all your friends. You get to, enjoy it. the whole weekend, dude. You know, and
Yeah, you walking out Fremont, you're seeing out all the car club shirts, all the
bro,
everything else. You got to have
bro, you
everybody.
can't even walk through Fremont. Everybody saying hi and shaking
Yeah,
hands, you know, taking
exactly.
pictures or whatever. You know what I mean? And it's fun. It's fun. So now you're in your community and you get to shake hands. There might be clubs that you never met before that you wanted to meet and you've always wanted to, and you finally get a chance to meet them because they're going to be there.
Yeah,
And again, it's going to be affordable. And I'm still trying to step it up. I mean, I'm still trying to get Vegas to step it up too as well. I want to put some lowriders on Fairmont. Now I know it's kind of hard, you
yeah,
know, because you know we're scared they might get hurt or hit or beat up or something, you know, because it gets kind of goofy sometimes on
yeah,
Fairmont,
yeah,
you know. But I prefer to go to Fairmont than the main strip because it's harder for us to see each other there.
yeah. Well,
You know,
The Vegas Strip already, they're already starting for the Grand Prix. They only shut down some of the lanes,
yeah,
stuff like that,
yeah.
because they're doing that every year now. But the thing is that
Plus,
you're bringing the whole weekend, and you're right, because it makes more. I always say more bang for your buck, right? More
oh,
bang.
for sure,
Go out there,
bro.
spend the whole weekend, and it's just nothing but low riding. It's
In
you
your
got
community.
people coming out from all over the world, because we know that Vegas attracts people from out of town, out of state, and out of the
Yeah.
country.
Yeah, and like I said, so you get for one price of going, one price of a trip,
Mhm.
you know, you get all the events and you get to enjoy all the events, and it's a little more affordable for the family, and they knock them all out. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Which I think is best. You know what I mean? Plus, it's just a lot of fun. You
yeah,
know, it's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot to do in Vegas. I mean, you don't have to go to
absolutely.
every show, but just being out there and enjoying it, you know, being able to do it all is great. And you know, when you go out to the main, cruise spot and everything where everybody likes going with all the hotels, it's
Yeah,
hard to mingle there
yeah,
because you know if you want to go to a store, you have to get a taxi to drop you off at some different hotel. Then you have to walk from that hotel to where you want your destination is.
yeah,
They will never drop you off right in the front. They
no,
can't. So
yeah,
it's so hard to get from point
yeah,
A to point B on the main strip.
yeah,
So that's what I love about Fairmont. You're at the hotel there. I stay at the Nugget, man. They got
yeah,
some real nice rooms. You know, I stay in one of them nice 2-story rooms, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful room. Kick back in that sucker, man. And they got the one of the best pools, the best steakhouse. Oh my God. And so I just walk out. I
yeah,
walk out, have fun, enjoy myself, get my ass back to the room when it's time to go. My old lady say, "Hey, I need you to go give me some grub real quick." Shit, I'll go get her some grub, running back to the room, come back down again. The
sure,
kids, whatever, you know what I
yeah,
mean? So it's always easier to stay on Fairmont. And when everybody's there, bro, it's just so much more funner, you know?
oh yeah,
But
yeah,
I am trying to get Fairmont more involved. I want them to, if we, I know it'd probably be hard to put lowriders out there on Fairmont so people could see them as they walk by, but at least vendor booths. Let's have some vendor booths out there with our lowrider stuff so they can buy stuff out there too. They'd make a killing on it. You know, you can
yeah,
sell your product, you know, your
it's,
t-shirts, your shirts, your hat out there, you know, put it
yeah,
out there on in the booth, man. People going by, they're gonna be buying your stuff, you know, or you know, the lowrider product, period. I mean, I
yeah,
want it to be all about lowriding that weekend, bro.
yes,
And
sir,
one of these days, I'm gonna turn it into that. I'm still working on. I'm still
yeah,
working on it. It takes a lot, bro. Because you know, to be honest with you, these casinos ain't worried about one thing, and that's their gambling.
oh yeah,
You know. And I even told them, hey, fucking, I'll bring a lowrider. Give it away.
shit,
Just give
yeah,
us this much is what we want for it. You give it away. We'll put it in your fucking slot in your fucking casino that weekend.
absolutely,
Somebody's gonna win it that weekend. Everybody in the lowrider community is gonna try to win that car. They're gonna say, "I want to play at this fucking casino because they have this car." So, dude, you're gonna make money.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Fuck, I'll
yeah.
go in and play a couple $100, try to win that some bitch. You know what I mean?
You got to get them do a bet on the cars. You get the cars that are going to register, and then they're going to be there, and then you got to get a casino where you can go and put a bet on the car, who's going to take the highest inches.
Yeah, that too.
You,
That too. I
anything
mean,
like that.
there's so much that could be involved from it. But I'm
Hmm.
trying to get it to where they allow us to have some kind of
Hmm.
vendors there as well as lowrider product, and then maybe put a couple lowriders inside the casinos. And like I said, I'm gonna tell them this is gonna benefit you because I'm gonna tell the casino it's gonna benefit them because they're gonna be able to sell that to the lowrider community because they're gonna be
Yeah,
packs. They're gonna be thousands of them there. So
yeah,
they're all gonna draw to try to win that car at the slot machines, bro. Wouldn't
yeah.
you try a couple $100? I
Oh,
would.
definitely,
Shit,
definitely.
I would. Them lowriders are expensive, my brother.
So you bring the hop. you bring in the hop on a Sunday. When you do your hop, what made it the thing for you? I mean, you've done shows, you're doing the hop on Sunday, and this is one of the biggest hops you're gonna see in almost anywhere in the year.
Yeah.
What made this your thing, the hop? Because I know I've been to your events before, and you're pulling like 60 hoppers.
Yeah, I show them love and respect.
Mm,
I'm a hopper myself. I love hopping my shit. When I'm driving my ride, I love hitting switches. I
mm,
tell everybody I don't only burn steaks. I burn motors on. I don't burn only steaks on grills. I burn the motors in the grills too. I mean, shit. I love about the lowrider thing. Our boys built quite a few cars to put in there.
mm.
I know the history of it, and I feel like it's so important to kind of try to take it to that next level.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I wanted to do with the shows too, as well.
Mm.
A lot of people don't realize, Canalito, that um, we're the ones who started the bouts.
Yeah.
We did the bouts first. We created, the bout. And why did we create? This is a new bout for this year.
Oh, nice.
Now, why did we create these bouts? Because I know that these guys put so much money into the lowrider community,
Yeah.
and they're champions, and they get these trophies and they get their monies. But I feel like that's not champion enough. I think a bout makes you feel like the champion you should be and you should feel. And so we upgraded it to doing bouts, man. And ever since I've been doing bouts, oh my God, everybody's doing bouts now, which is wonderful. There's nothing wrong with that. I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's a great thing for the more people that get bouts out there, the better for them. Just different, companies with different meanings behind it.
Yeah.
Some bouts are harder to get than others. You know what I mean? If you have a Torres Empire bout, but honestly, they're not the easiest bout to get.
No.
You go up against the best of the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But all bouts are precious,
Mhm.
and I love them all. And I'm so happy that the community, took that and ran with it and are using it because again, our guys deserve it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So now, with that being said, with the low ride, with the hop thing, yeah. So we built a few cars with the hoppers,
Mhm.
and we had one of the highest entries in the world, man. And we sold it to Hyro. He has it now,
Mhm.
and but we still have the. I'm gonna say we have one of the highest single hops right now. I just built a '64 called Sergeant, and Sergeant Slaughter, and
Nice.
that one's hitting some switches, and I got a Regal, I got a Monte Carlo. I mean, I got my pink Monte Carlo that I
Yeah.
play and drive around and hop with. That Snoop Dogg did in the commercial with the General Lee.
Yeah.
He used it in that commercial. But so we got big into it, man. And, and I'm in the hop community. I go there and I kick it with all the hoppers, the homeboys. They're all friends. They're cool friends. I just saw some at this last Icons,
Yeah.
the last Icons event we went to, which Chris Rohr put on, which is a wonderful event. It's a beautiful event for the lowrider community, and this is what he gave there.
That
It's
is a
beautiful.
nice black
Oh, it's
board.
beautiful, bro. He did a wonderful event, and I thanked him too as well because he's doing this for our lowrider community. He ain't making no money on it, bro. He's doing it because he's appreciating the lowrider community for what they do. And I told him I appreciate him because he's putting in money and effort and
Yeah.
everything to do this for us. And our lowrider community does deserve it because they work so damn hard. We don't know what they go through, bro. We
Yeah.
really don't. We don't know if they're not eating right, they're not paying the light, they're not paying a certain bill because they're trying to get their stuff together to make it to
Yep.
the show. We don't know what suffering they're going through as they build these cars,
Yeah.
but they build character and they
Yeah.
build, the love and respect for the car and the ride itself and the community and the guy and the family because
Yeah.
he's not the only one suffering. The whole family does.
Yeah. Yeah.
The whole family does. Everybody's feeling, not just him. Everybody's feeling it.
Well, they put the effort into competing, and it does take time away from the family. It takes time away
Oh,
from the kids. Are
definitely.
they traveling? Is it gonna be something where they're traveling with the whole family, or they're gonna not? They got to trailer the car.
I
That's
mean,
a
just
lot of
getting your
time and
grill
work.
chrome, getting your undercarriage chrome, painting your car,
Mm.
thousands of dollars, bro, thousands of
Yeah.
dollars. You know what I mean? And you have to make a decision: should I spend this 10,000 on painting my car? Should I spend this 10,000 on the family, or should I spend this 10,000 on the trip, or should I spend? So the family takes the punch altogether. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it brings more meaning
Mm.
to the ride, brings more meaning to the sport. You know, your heart has to be into it.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
to do this sport. You know what I mean? So they definitely deserve all the lowrider Hall of Fames that we could. If we could have 10 a year, then let's get 10 a year because there's so many guys out there that deserve it. That's still not enough. That still don't
Yeah.
cover everybody. You know what I mean? So,
Oh yeah.
but so anything comes out like that, we definitely want to support it and show love to it. Now these belts, bro, these are the ones for Vegas. Now
Nice.
I made some little ones for the kids.
Oh nice.
Exactly the same thing like I do every year now.
Oh
So
nice.
the kids get a real leather, real belt, and they hop it in the real hop pit
Mm.
with the real hoppers. They
Nice.
all rub elbows, they all talk noise. You know,
Yep.
they're all
Yep.
these guys, you know, John, they're all right there where these little kids are hitting the hoppers. I don't know if you
Yep.
saw that already.
Oh, I've been
But
seeing
but
it.
they're hitting the switches at my show and I give them belts.
Yeah.
Nobody else done that yet, but hopefully somebody will one day
Yeah.
because we want more kids to get belts. And the reason I did is, and I put them in the real hop pit, and I stopped the hop, and I put them in the real hop pit because I want them
Mm.
to be there with the guys. I
Yeah.
want them to rub elbows with the guys to feel like he belongs and he's a
Yeah.
part. And this is how we get our community to grow, bro. You know, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
got them a real badass kid belt too, man. When they wanted in the Dallas show, man, they oh my god, they went crazy. They loved it. The kids, they loved it, man. So I got
Well,
like quite a few of them for them, and we always have single hopper, double hop, first, second, third, or something. But we give them belts, man. You know, we
nice.
show them love. You know, and even like for the bikes, the cars, we this is not only a hop,
Yeah.
it's also a car show.
Yes,
So
sir.
you bring your lowrider car show, you can win a ballot, you can win trophies, you win monies the same ways. Now, so since I do have this respect with the lowrider community, and they have a certain respect for me too,
Mm.
they support me. They know I'm kind of a real guy that really cares about his community.
Yes, sir.
God's been good to me, man, and I feel like not everybody has the opportunity that I have to give back to my community without worrying about making a profit back.
Yeah.
you know, I lose money there, but it's okay. God gives it to me over here or
Yeah.
over here. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I feel like I could have, because God's been so good to me, my family, my wife. I've been with my wife for 39 years, bro. I love my wife. Her name's Elisa. We call her Cookie. She backs me up, the whole time doing this.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for her, this shit wouldn't be done because this is all our monies, man.
Mm.
Without them saying it's okay, bro, this shit wouldn't happen.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's not just Sam Torres, Torres Empire. Torres Empire is a family. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's a family. So with that being said, that's how we like to run our shows.
Definitely.
We have a lot of respect for families. And whenever they tell me you need this much security, I buy double, triple security. I
Yeah.
get double, triple police. Extra restrooms. I want
Yeah.
to make sure there's a lot of food there, a lot of water there for everybody. Why? Because I want the families to be happy. I want them to be, well taken care of.
Yeah.
It's more expensive, but it's worth it on the long run. And my people stay safe. They're
Yeah.
happy. And another thing is, I don't know if everybody realizes it, but I don't sell alcohol at my shows. I never have. So I don't sell alcohol.
You know,
You
when I
know,
first started, I went to your show at the Orange Show, and it was the 4th of July, and you did the fireworks like
yeah,
like a really
bro,
big show. It was a really
bro.
big
I
fireworks show. You had like 65, 70 hoppers.
I
It was
hired I hired Disneyland's Hyrotech,
fireworks. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, Pyrotech
yeah.
to do the damn fireworks for me. He charged me $48,000 to do the fireworks, bro.
Damn.
Just the fireworks, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I had to get permission from every city, fucking Orange Show, everything. We got
yeah,
it all done. It's not easy, like everybody thinks. That's not easy, but it's okay. Guys,
yeah.
give me a gift. God's got me motivated. I'm a motivated man. I'm ready to
Mm,
go and tackle some shit. So
yeah.
I went in, I got it done, man, and we had a fireworks show, bro. And that shit was in our face, huh? That shit was
Right,
like,
right.
damn, bro. I literally I was had tears in my eyes that day, bro, because we hadn't had fireworks show in San Bernardino in like I don't know how long, bro.
Mm,
You know what I mean? It's been such a long time, and people were parking on the outside trying to see because they knew the fireworks show
yeah,
was coming. And I said, "Hey, go open the gates and just let everybody in."
yeah.
They go, "Let them in." I go, "Open the gates and just let everybody park inside. So
Yeah.
because these gas stations are getting pissed off, they're running them off. The cops
Yeah.
are over here running these guys off. Just tell them to come inside and
And
park.
everybody watched it from their car, and everything pretty much.
Yeah,
The chairs
yeah,
and everything. Damn.
yeah, bro. And it was so cool, man. It all worked out. But I have never.
Is that where you're mainly from, San Bernardino?
I'm
Or
from San
Texas?
Bernardino, bro.
You
I'm
are?
from San
You know
Bernardino.
what?
That's where I was born.
So my grandmother is from Colton.
Oh, see,
Yeah,
now,
my
now,
grandmother and her family, her sisters and brothers, she was raised in Colton.
see, I'm Mount Vernon.
Mm,
That's kind of where we are in Mount Vernon. I lived in San Bernardino. I lived in off of East Street and not in Seventh
mm,
by the Placita. We lived on the other side of the bridge in the flats. Um, and then we also always used to go to Colton all the time. I mean, everything's right there. I like that. I used to love that nice swap meet they had there, but they done take it away. Hopefully they'll bring it back. Homeboy said they're gonna bring it back. So, but yeah, I'm from San Bernardino, bro. I used to go to Bradley School, Curtis Junior High, and Pacific. You
okay.
know,
Yeah, you
yeah.
probably know some of my older cousins.
I
My mom.
probably do, man. I
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
do. I
But
used to hang out with a guy named Albert Martinez. They used to call him Cricket, and we used to love to do Mount Vernon, man.
yeah,
I got
the Fernandezes, the Fernandez.
Oh yeah, I heard of Fernandez's, but there's a whole bunch different ones. So I don't know if it's the same ones, but
Yeah, absolutely.
Martinez's, Fernandez's. I mean the Tuckers. Oh my God, there's so many. You know, I got the Santa Fe whistle in Mount Vernon. Where the bridge is, how they have the Santa Fe whistle.
I'm not familiar.
No,
Yeah.
okay, they have it in Santa Fe on Mount Vernon in San Bernardino. They have a bridge
Mm,
and it's an old bridge. And then Santa Fe, the train goes underneath the train station, and then they have this real big whistle. It's like maybe 30 stories high.
wow.
Really huge,
Yeah.
and it says Santa Fe because it's
Oh
the
wow.
Santa Fe, railroad.
Rail line. Yeah, rail.
So I
Oh,
got that tattooed on my side.
oh, okay.
Big old Santa Fe and the bridge going, down the
Nice,
side. But
nice.
it's been a while, but I lived in Texas too. We moved to Texas, for a
Yeah,
little while and just started coming back and forth. My mom was
yeah,
like, "Hey man, we got to get out of San Bernardino. I can't. This is too damn. Just
yeah.
can't do it." And
So what
tough
got
little
you
neighborhood.
inspired into the lowrider game? Like what really caught your attention and when you were like a teenager or anything? What
Well,
got you
see,
into
when
this?
when I was a kid, I used to build my own lowrider bikes as a kid.
Mm,
And back in the day, I remember when the first guy busted out with a chrome bike. He lived down the street from me. I was freaking amazed. Like, oh my God, the whole bike was chrome, everything chrome. I was like,
yeah,
what? We never seen that in our life. It was crazy to see this bike all chrome. Like, how's that even possible? You
yeah,
know, we were freaking out because everybody would candy paint, everybody create their own skirts and what have you. But what got me more into the lowrider community was that just being brought up in the lowrider community. My
yeah,
brothers had lowrider. My brother used to have um, a 65 Ford Galaxy, and he diamond tucked the interior, dropped it down. Used to have just a dream wood plaque cut out, engraved with glitter inside, saying just a dream in the bottom, and so he had his lowrider, and he had a 55 Chevy lowrider, and then my other brother Noah used to have a 19 what is it 63 64 Firebird
mm,
with 520s. Then he had a 53 Troquita, So I was brought up in the Lowrider community through my brothers, and they used to hang with a few guys out there, and get in trouble here and there, But they were locked up a little bit in YA and the Pinta course and all that kind of stuff, But so just being brought up in that community, loving lowriding
mm,
for the rest of my life. Once I saw it as a small kid, it
yeah,
got my ass. I remember being 6 years old, Holmes, and I'd go to the Orange Show to go see the Lowrider show, or about 7 or 8 years old, and
yeah,
I'd go to the Lowrider show, and they had at the Orange Show, and we didn't have no money. We were broke, we didn't have no money. We're struggling at the time,
yeah,
and so I remember going and sneaking in the Lowrider show. I used to jump the fence,
Yeah.
and my sister was like, I want to go with you, brother, man. I want to go with you. I said, no, man, because you never want to jump the fence. Nah, you can't. You don't ever want to jump the fence. And I can't. How am I going to get you in? You
Yeah.
can't. And she goes, come on, I promise I'll jump the fence. I'll jump the fence. I said, oh, man. I said, all right, come on, you come with me. She's my older sister.
Mm.
And I said, all right, come on, let's go. And we went to the Lowrider show. And I jumped the fence. I said, come on. She goes, I can't. I go, what do you mean you can't? Son of I told you, man. I didn't want you to come.
Yeah.
And so I'd have to dig a hole underneath the fence, and then I'd
Oh,
grab the fence and pull it up, and she'd sneak in from the bottom. So we used to sneak in, bro.
yeah.
Lord, we couldn't afford it, as kids.
Yeah.
And I remember that they were giving away Gypsy Rolls, the very first Gypsy Rolls.
Mm.
I remember they were giving it away, and I said, "Oh my God, they're giving away! I'm gonna, they're selling raffle tickets for 50 cents."
Oh, wow.
So I bought two for $1.
Mm.
And I had it in my pocket, and I was walking around the lowrider saying, "This is mine. This is mine. I'm gonna win this car. It's mine. It's mine." And I walked around the whole car, and then my other homeboy bought one. He's like, "No, hell no, it's mine." He's walking around saying, "It's mine. It's mine." And but they gave away Gypsy Rose that day. I didn't win it, but they gave it away. I don't know how the fuck I was gonna take it home. I was only fucking 6, 7 years old. Who am I gonna give it to? But I didn't think about all that. I was just trying to win the damn lowrider.
Yeah.
And so I was just into lowriders. Grew up around it here in San Bernardino, East Street, man. Everybody used to cruise East Street back in the day when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Then we used to go to Whittier Boulevard all the time too. My aunt used to live like 2 blocks off of Whittier Boulevard, so I'd go stay at her house and walk down there and shit.
Yeah.
So being around the lowrider community for a long time, man, just having fun. I used to see back in the day. I tell everybody when we used to build lowrider bikes, they didn't used to have springers. The springers with the springs in front.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
See, when we first started building lowriders, it wasn't like that. See, lowriders used to have back in the day when I was a kid. Lowriders used to have little wheels or one big wheel, and one little wheel in the front.
Yes.
And they'd have a long sissy bar.
Yeah, I've seen some old school pictures actually that with the big sissy bar. And
long sissy bar, and then they had the long banana seat.
Yeah.
And then in the front, what we used to do is I used to go and get other forks on other bikes, and I would hacksaw them off.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd put it in the fork and then hammer it in.
Oh,
and
wow.
then I'd get another one and do the same thing. So we used to have choppers.
Oh, okay.
Our lowrider bikes were more choppers, and we'd bend it, go like this in the wheel. So the forks would bend up like that, and we had the little wheel, and we're driving like our lowriders like that.
Yeah.
But now they have springers.
Yeah.
So they have different sizes and everything. The springers took over, the lowrider community, which is great because, it's evolving. That's like today's world, in the lowrider community. They started off with the pumps they used to have to steal all the time, to make it work on the Tommy, the Tommy trucks, the back of the beds. Well, now they have different setups, like freaking amazing ass setups. You know what I mean? Way different.
Started with the aircraft stuff, and then the people they couldn't go and buy the surplus aircraft stuff. Well, they were pulling them right off the tow trucks and stuff.
Yes,
like that.
yes. So that's exact. So that's the same thing. They grew the same thing in the bikes. They grew the same way. But I used to build my own chopper bikes, man. It used to be all about choppers. Well, that was the lowrider thing, the chopper thing. Yeah. And back in the day, and then the springers came. Then I went and got springers, put it on. Woo, that was a game changer. That was a game changer, dog. But I remember all the car clubs, the Pharaohs, Imperials, True Classics, the oh my God, there's just so many clubs around here, man. Used to come and so it's like being brought up. That's kind of what brought me in it. Yeah. But being a man with God in his heart and being a motivated man and wanting to motivate my community, I've always been the type of motivator, bro. Like, I just want to make you a better person. I want you to grow and mature so our community can keep going and get stronger and get better, and even if not in our lowrider community, at least at home, maybe you could be a better man, you could be a better husband, a better to yourself too, you know what I mean? And
that positive energy, that positive vibes, and none of the drama, none of the
hate. I've always been about that, and if I could say right now, the only book I ever really read was the Bible, but really I'd be lying. There's 2 books that I've read my whole life. Now I didn't read the whole Bible, but I read parts of it, So the only book that I really read totally It's one book, and I wish everybody would listen to this part because I really wish everybody would go get this book.
Mm,
You can download it and everything on your thing, but it literally will motivate you.
mm,
It's called Zig Ziglar. See you at the top. Zig Ziglar is a writer. He's a motivator.
mm,
Okay, he's not with us no more, but he's a motivator.
mm.
So he wrote a book called See You at the Top,
Okay.
and this book will change your life. Literally, it'll change your life. So this book, I was already motivated when I read the book. I said, "Well, it's everything I know, but it just taught me how to use it better."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It teaches you how to be motivated, and it tells you you need God in your life.
Mm,
Whatever God that is, Buddha, Christian, Catholic, whatever it is, you
yeah.
need to have a spiritual God in your life to help you through your endures. You
Mm,
know, but the motivating part, bro, is so amazing. I suggest you
yeah.
go get that book, Zig Ziglar. See you at the top. When you first open the book, the first thing it says is the end. And you're like, what? The end.
Yeah.
And then when you open it, it says the end of your old life. Your
Yeah.
new life is here.
Mm,
The negative thoughts, the bad thoughts,
yeah.
all that's gone.
Yeah.
The end. Now this is your new life. And it's so crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So crazy. Let me give you an idea. Can I give you an idea?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Um, I don't want to bore you guys too much with it, but so this book here it tells you. Let me give you an example. Like for instance, my wife. I told the guys, I told some of the guys, I want you to do this, and I'm telling you and everybody that's listening right here, I want you guys to do this.
Mm,
When you go to work every day, your wife makes you, your coffee, your lunch, makes you your breakfast,
mm,
and every day you look at her. If you're a consistent man, you're a hardworking man. This is pretty much how it runs. You look at her, and you say, "Baby, I love you. Thank you very much. Thank you for my lunch, my sandwich. I love you." You give her a hug and a kiss. And every day you tell her the same thing, every day the same thing, and
mm,
you leave. Well, tomorrow I want you guys to do something different. I want you guys to get a piece of paper and I want you to write down exactly what you tell your wife every day.
mm,
Thank you, baby. I love you. Thank you for the breakfast. Thank you for the lunch. Thank you for my coffee. I love you. Leave that little note on the counter for her to find it
mm.
and watch the different reaction. What you've been telling her all these years,
Yeah.
what a simple little note will change. You might get instead of cereals for breakfast, you might get a taco, homie. You know what I'm saying? You might,
Yeah.
might get a bigger lunch. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But she gets a whole different vibe
Yeah.
just because of that little note.
Yeah.
I
It's the
love you,
power.
baby. Thank you, and it'll make a big difference in life. Well, that's kind of what this book tells you how to use
Yeah.
that motivation. What you've been doing already, you already know how to do it, but this is how you make it better.
Yeah.
This is how you fix it, how you make things better. And it helps you motivate your life to make things better in life in more positive way. It tells you a lot of people that are negative, stay away from them. Stay
Yeah.
away from them because it's just gonna bring you down, make it harder for you to move up. And
Yeah.
don't never hold nobody down. Always help them up, and it
Exactly.
brings you higher.
Exactly.
So
And
you
and
know,
and and it's funny that you say that because this is one of the reasons why, so I have it because I'm doing a podcast like everybody else, right? That's why it's called Another Pinche Podcast. But that's why it's for me, it's like let's get the positive, let's get the history, let's look at the good things and show people what we're doing in the lowrider community. This podcast really comes down to what I'm trying to convey is let's bring out the positive, let's promote the positive, let's promote these, and also let people understand why we do what we do, why
yeah.
lowriders do what they do. you know uh, One of the things I had mentioned to you before we started recording was, the biggest question that I get, a lot of people go, why would you do that to your car, meaning hop it? And they assume that it's just completely going to destroy the car. But it's not even really about that. But there's a lot to why we do those things and what brings the lowrider community together for a hop, like what makes people really want to see this.
Well, first off, I guess what I want to explain to them is a lot of these cars that we're getting now, they're already in the junkyard.
Mm,
They're already in the junkyard.
mm,
We're pulling them out of the junkyard. We're reinforcing them
mm,
with reinforcements of metal and steel and different types of parts
mm,
that make it be able to take this kind of punishment.
mm,
Now, with that being said, they still break down, but it's easily replaced. It's
Yeah.
just costs money.
Yeah.
Now, we don't want to hurt the cars.
Mm.
We don't mean to, but you got to look at it as it is a sport. It's a sport that we created for our community that we
Yeah.
loved and enjoyed. Take it like the people, like the hot riders. They do burnouts.
Yeah.
They love to do burnouts. Why? Why are you wasting tire? Why are you making all that smoke? Nobody could breathe. Nobody could do anything. It's like rubber going everywhere. It's going all over your car, messing up your paint. Why do you do that? Because it's part of their sport. They love it. That's something that their community grew a part of and they love. And well, that's us.
Yeah.
We hop our cars because that's what we grew up on. And this is our community. And this is what we do to keep it, getting better and stronger and more exciting.
Yeah.
If you look at it, man, a lot of people would see hoppers and like to see hoppers. But now, woo, people want to go see some hoppers. Now the hoppers are real pretty. They get them all painted. Some of them ain't as much. Some are more for the game than the paint.
Yeah.
Because paint don't make your hopper hop better, don't get higher. Chrome don't make your car get higher. It just looks good while it's doing it. You know what I mean? That's
exactly.
all. But people like to see that.
Yeah.
And when you get somebody that comes in and paints their car, chromes it out, gets it all ready, now you're stepping up the game. They're gonna have to step it up too, or it changes the game a little bit, But this is a sport, and there's a love for the sport, and so that's how we embrace it. We look at it like everybody looks at hot rods peeling out, motorcycles peeling out, or those cars doing burnouts in circles, donuts all day. That's their sport. Why they're crazy? They're stupid. They're fucking up their cars. They're crashing them all. Everybody's running into each other. They're hurting each other. It's smoke everywhere. They're making traffic, but that's their sport. That's what they love.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and thank God that we're not in the position where we do that. We do sometimes with our cruises and little hops in the street. Sometimes we block off the road, too, as well. So, sometimes it get out of hand, but that's where promoters need to come in and make it to where we could do it in an area where it's safe and away from traffic and everything, where this won't cause or create a problem for our community or our cities. And then we keep doing our thing, and then it just grows and gets better. But now it's an entertainment, and you get to go and enjoy it in an entertainment way. And so, that's why I came to the community, because I want to do big shows. I want to do them with the proper security, proper police, proper, rescue, proper paramedics, in a nice area where it's a good environment for us to enjoy. So I spend a little extra money to try to do that for us. And so my hops are different. You go to some hops and they're like, right here, small area, nobody fits. You got a park way in the hell over here, and then everybody's parked behind each other. I'm trying to get rid of that.
Yeah.
We don't need that. Now your family's not safe. You're blocked in, you can't leave. In an emergency, you're blocked in, you can't leave.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, my shows ain't like that. I don't want them like that.
Yeah.
My shows, when I do them, I want you to be able to park, get up, and leave whenever you have to leave. If there's an emergency, you have to go pick up your girl and bring her back to the show. You can do that. You know what I mean? So that's my purpose of coming in and cleaning, and then having to help, like, again, proper security, proper police, proper, environment, safe for everybody, for the family to enjoy, So that's why I come into the environment to, kind of change it up, motivate it. And the Lowrider shows
a proper venue where you're not going to just get randomly shut down, in the street.
Yeah, because that's kind of what they used to do. They say, well, let's just meet here and do hop, and then the cops come, shut it down, and then you pay $10 to get in. Now you lost $10. You got to go somewhere else and do it again. Another $10 over here, and then you don't get to do it there. And then the hop never got off in the real hop.
They're running around town trying to find different parking lots,
and it never really gets off. So I'm done with that, bro. And I don't want nobody to go through that. So when I do a hop, I do it. I designate an area where the cops ain't gonna mess with you. You have cops in there to take care of you if you need any help.
Yeah.
A good environment, no alcohol, and I will have Bibles to give away. I give away free Bibles. I have a prayer booth. I don't sell alcohol, but I'll give you a Bible if you want one. You know what I mean? Yeah. People sneak in their alcohol. They sneak it in. You can't stop it. And it's okay. I'm cool with that. I don't allow it, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Just,
it ain't that in the world as long as they don't. Yeah, it doesn't.
If we could keep you away from,
and that's why you have the security and everything like that for people that can't handle what they can handle.
Exactly.
So with all this being said, give us the details about the hop, please. So October 6th,
Yes,
Day.
October 6th. Yeah.
Or what
Um,
time?
the, well, the show starts around, it's going to start, probably, cars probably start coming at 10 in the morning.
Mm,
And the show's probably going to start around 1 or 2
mm,
and probably end about 6 or 7.
mm.
And the hops, they start from the smallest hop
Yeah.
to the major hops at the end.
Okay.
Um, but it's a big competition, and I think I've had Jesus the most hoppers ever. I know I've had so many,
Mm.
but the highest number I ever counted was the one in LA at the convention center when 125 hoppers, you know, and
It's a whole other show in itself.
it's a whole nother show, bro. It's a whole nother show. Um, you know, and it's not easy. A lot of people think it's easier. There was a guy going around saying, "Hey man, if you don't know how to throw shows, don't do it. You're on Facebook Live or whatever. Just because you do Facebook Live don't mean you can do a show." They're full of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just got to learn the process. You got to go through the rights. You have to, check your cities and see where it's okay, where it's not, or whatever.
Yeah.
It is a lot of work, but that person who said that had issues. They tried to break off a hop and they couldn't even get it done.
Yeah. Well,
Because it's a lot, bro. It really is just a lot. And if you don't do your homework, your due diligence, it's not going to come off.
no. But
I did it.
you spent years building your reputation with these big hops. You know,
Oh,
to a point where people, and let me emphasize, I've been to most of the hops. I wasn't in Vegas last year, but I'm gonna be there this year. And but the I have to emphasize, people bring their cars from other states, from Florida to California, to your hop.
all over the world, bro. You
Yes.
know, they do. They bring it all over the world, and I try to pay them off, and I try to take care of them too. As far as winnings go, I try to be fair with everybody. Um, I do, some big payouts, and I kind of force the community to kind of step it up and do big payouts too now.
Yeah.
So if you want to do a hop, you want them to come, you have to pay out a little bit, and the
Yeah.
reason being is because I want them to get taken care of as well, and I want the shows to get better, and they're only going to get better when we come in and step it up.
Yeah,
You know what I
definitely.
mean?
In the hop community, and that's the one thing that a lot of people in the last year or two, and especially with your hops, but they're saying, they're demanding, hey, if you're gonna pay this much for an entertainer, what about us? We come. This is entertainment. This is part of the show. This is a performance in itself. People are investing their money, their time, burning out motors, trailing their car, gas, family, food, hotel, everything else. Let's make more bang for our buck. We're coming out here, and so make sure you have a decent purse for the winnings for the people. And I
Yeah.
think that's something that you're right. You're the one that put the level, and then so everybody else is going, okay. So all these other promoters, no matter who's doing the show, they got to step up the game if they want hoppers to come and do the thing.
And the same thing for like kids 10 and under free.
Mhm.
Before they would charge the kids, your 6 months, they charge you a ticket to get in.
Yeah.
I said kids 10 and under are free. That's a big man. 10 years is not a kid. That's pretty big. I
Oh
see
yeah.
some 10 years old with mustaches
Oh,
trying to get through, and I go, nah, homie, nah, hell nah. Get
oh,
your ass back,
my
fool.
kid's 12. He's almost bigger than me.
Yeah. I mean, if they're 11, 12, I'm not gonna,
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
let them
No.
through. I'm not gonna ID them or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But
Yeah.
I started that to push it, to
Mhm.
improve it. So the belts are one thing that I pushed, and it came
Yeah.
out, and thank God everybody's stepping it up.
Yeah.
The monies to the hop and the payouts,
Mhm.
they had to step it up. The trophy wise, they had to step it up. Now
Yeah.
the kids 10 and under free.
Yeah.
Just about everybody's doing it now.
Yeah.
And if they're not, I'm disappointed with them, because we want the kids to be there, because that is our future.
Yeah.
The more kids we could get involved to go and love our cars, hopping, show cars, or whatever, bro, that's the only thing that's going to grow our community. So that's why I say 10 and under
Well,
free.
you see how crazy the hop game is getting with the RC cars,
Bro, bro,
dude. That those some of those cars are like $4,000 by themselves, and now they even got different motors for hopping.
I got a couple of them, man. I got a couple of them. Them things are expensive, bro. I got about 30 of the cars, and I got two of them that are customized that cost me about $4 grand to do each one, bro.
Yeah. See.
4 to 5 grand. All chromed out,
Yeah.
engraved. Yeah. I mean, it's and the only reason why I love that and I see them doing serious hot bros because
Yeah.
that involves the kids. How can I get the kids more involved?
Yeah.
And that's how we did it. So
Yeah.
now they get money,
Yeah.
they get a belt, and they're rubbing elbows with John, all these real hoppers.
Yeah.
Now they go home thinking they're part of this community, and they are.
Well, once again, and so this is one of the things that I've always told people,
But
like,
that's the way I do it, bro.
yeah, no, yeah, and but when you bring the kids involved, you understand. People don't understand it, but these are the next engineers. These are the next metal fabricators. These are the kids that are going to learn about these cars, how to restore them, how to build them. Lowriders, if even if they don't ever grow up and decide they're going to own a lowrider, you inspire somebody to get involved in engineering or any. They're going to learn about all this stuff. Or one of the things I asked my own son. I said, ask me something about the cars, like the lowriders, the old cars. Like what one thing is there something that you wanted to ask me, or you didn't know, or something that you want to know? And he said, well, how is it that they're still driving them for so long? They're so old, right? Because I explained, like, this is a 61 Impala, 62 Impala, something like that. And as that car's older, whatever.
Oh,
And his question and his thing was how do they keep them going? And I said, well, back in the day, they made all the after parts, right? Remember, they built the cars, but then they also had all the spare, all the parts to replace stuff. And you used to be able to fix your car in your driveway, and you could pull a motor, and it wasn't that technical for like the new cars. It's all, you got to be a computer engineer to do it,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Much more easier to work with these older cars, because they're not all so much computers and stuff in them, but now, while this depends, nowadays everybody's throwing Corvette engines in there with brains and everything, man. So
Oh yeah.
like they're a lot different, they're stepping it up. But if you don't want to, you don't have to do that,
Oh yeah,
you know
you have, but yeah, I know the people that are doing the Corvette engines and everything with the computer because it's a more reliable ride.
I have one. I have a few like that.
Yeah.
But I love them both.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love them both. If something goes wrong though with the one with the Corvette engine and messes, I have to go call somebody to come work on it.
Oh yeah.
If something goes wrong with my 350, then I just go out there and work on it and fix it. You
Oh
know what
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, because
So
they were
there's a difference, with the
correct.
electronical thing. You know what I mean? I mean, there's so many electronic devices now that help you, but you still got to know what you're doing. It's a
Yeah.
little bit more work when you start messing with the Corvette engines and all the electronical stuff and
Yeah.
brains and what have you. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, definitely. I mean, another thing is that about the lowrider community is I feel like the love is there. They love the community so much. They always do everything they can to help each other
Yeah.
out. They're always doing cruises, benefits, hops for
Mhm.
schools, for cancer children, autistic children.
Yeah.
Always doing something, for the community to give back, and that's a beautiful thing. And that's what we need to keep doing.
Yeah.
Stay
And
motivated, stay blessed, and keep
I was just
trying to do
looking
what we can.
at a different podcast that just came out, and one of the things would made a lot of sense because they were like, there is this thing where, like, who started it first, and so on and so forth, and it doesn't matter who started
Yeah, it don't
lowriding.
matter.
It
It really don't.
what matters is that we're lowriders, and I've said this across the board, even in my early days of being involved in this and doing the photography and going to car shows and just social media in general. When I realized that in the lowrider community, people like would come up to me. Like, I remember when my mom first had cancer, a lot of people came up to me and talked to me about, stuff like that. And I would travel, and there would be people that were on my social media come up to me and shake my hand, introduce themselves, and talk to me about it, and so on and so forth. And to this day, I've never met a community of people that are very family oriented. They've evolved out of a lot of the drama, and it's not about gangs anymore. It really is like another level, and it's also very welcoming, no matter what race or religion. If you have a lowrider, they're all for it. And that's the thing. You don't see car culture is in depthly, diverse as lowrider culture.
Very true. Very true. And I'll tell you one thing that I've been through so much, bro, just to try to get my lowrider shows going. Like, when I brought the lowrider show back to the LA Convention Center,
Mhm.
remember I brought it back
Yes.
9 years. You know, I did it there for 9 years. I haven't did my 10th year because I hurt my foot and everything. I had to be cool this year. Now, you know, but there's a couple shows there, and thank God that helps me. I don't have to worry about it. Let them do the shows, enjoy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Do their thing, so I don't have to worry about it. So and the more shows, the more merrier. You know, a lot of people were like, "Man, Sam, they're doing that. That's good. I'm glad. I'm happy, man." You know, one guy asked me if he could do it there. I said, "Bro, you don't ask me. That's not my place. That's the LA Convention Center. Don't say it's Sam Torres' Convention Center.
Yeah.
Thank you for the love and respect, but you don't have to ask me for that. You do
Yeah.
whatever you want, bro. You do it anytime you want to. And thank you very much for doing it there because, you know, you're doing another show for our people, man. And I appreciate it. How many people want to do shows for us? Not many. You know what I mean? But when I first did that show there, they didn't want to do lowrider shows there at all
Mm.
because of the last lowrider show they had there in I think it was 90 something.
Yeah, I remember that show had hella problems when
Yeah, they
that's
stabbed
why they
some
moved,
guy there,
that's why
and
they moved it to Vegas and
they and they said they never would allow lowrider show there again. They wouldn't even allow lowrider book to go over there. They had the name lowrider book down as not coming back to the convention center.
wow.
So when I went over there, I said I'm going to go to the convention center. You know, and one of the guys that does the show there now doubted me and didn't believe me. And I said, "Oh, I'm going to make it happen." He goes, "No way.
Yeah.
They won't even allow Lowrider Book to do it there." I said, "I'm not Lowrider, bro. I'm Taurus Empire.
Yeah.
You know, I'm different, you
Yeah.
know." And, you know, so, you know, with that being said, we made a little bet and he ended up losing. So, you know, but, you know, with all being said, you know, I did my show there, but nobody knows what I went through to get that show there, bro. Nobody knows what I went through because they
Yeah.
did not want to have it there because they don't
Yeah.
want no lowriders there. They have that thing booked with, you know, Comic Con, you know, Dog Con, you know, the X Games, you know, Mercedes Benz rents it out. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, the fishing, the makeup companies, all these big companies, Apple's, computers, you know, they all
Everything.
go
Yeah.
there, bro. They don't need our money. They
Yeah.
don't need our monies.
Yeah.
They don't need us there. They don't want us there. They didn't want us there.
Well, I bet you they made you pay a lot of insurance, huh?
Look, bro,
I don't even want to know.
I had to get permission from one person, either the city, the mayor, or the police department. One of them had to okay my show. All three of them turned it down.
Wow.
I went, you know what? The mayor, Anagosa, was in there.
Mm.
I went to go talk to him personally. And I said, please, bro, let me have the show done. Let me do the show, man. God put you here for a reason. I'm here for a reason. I know this is going to work out now. You
Yeah.
know, can we please do the show? You know, and I started talking, I'm a family man. I've been with my wife so many years, no alcohol, you know, no, it's not going to be no trouble,
Yeah.
you know. And he looked at me and he goes, man, you know, I can't give you an answer right now. I said, why not, bro? He
Yeah.
goes, you know, Torres, look, what you don't understand is this, if I allow it and something happens, that'll blow my chances to come back in here again.
Mm.
And I said, well, brother, that's why me and you need to get on our knees and pray to God that nothing happens.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're here for a reason to help me make this happen, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he used to be in the Lowrider Club. I think he was in Click.
Oh wow.
And I said, you know the Lowrider community, bro.
Yeah.
You know, let's try to work together. He goes, man, let me think about it. I'll give you a call. You know, at that point, I'm already like, it's
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
Yeah.
If they don't say yeah right there and they say I'll give you a call and tell you later, that means it's not gonna happen, bro.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, let me go to the police department. I went to the police department. They basically said, we don't want you guys here.
Yeah.
We don't want the lowriders here in our city starting trouble with the gang banging and all this other shit.
Yeah.
You know, so they turned me down. I went to the city and they said, nope, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it because um, there's past priors that, you know, we tried to do it and it didn't work and we just don't want it in our city. And I was like, wow. So I was chopped down.
Yeah.
Now, when I rented this convention center out, I had talked to this lady. Her name was Rose, and you know I had rented out with her, and they didn't want to, you know, they have to agree on the convention center.
Yeah.
They have to get 3 to sign okay to do the show. There's
Yeah.
10 on the committee.
Uh-huh.
So 3 of them have to sign to okay the show to make it happen. They, you know, they're scared.
Yeah.
You know, now I didn't know this. I got real close to Rose. I talked to Rose and I won her over, and she's like, you know what, Torres, I fucking love you as a man. I love you as a father. I love you as a person. I'm getting this real good vibe for you, man. You know what? I'm gonna do everything I can to make this happen, but you just got to get the approval from one of the 3.
Yes.
And I said, man, they all turned me down. I said, so I think I'm gonna try one more time with the police department. I said, can I get you to give me your hall? I need the hall, you know, with a big desk so I could get all the chiefs, you know, some of the chiefs, the mayor, you know, not the mayors, I'm sorry, the chiefs and some of the captains and some of the regular police officers there.
Yeah.
I want to get at least 30, 40 guys in the meeting. And she goes, yes, that's cool. And she goes, we got it.
Yeah.
I said, okay, Rose. I said, so I'm going to give you some money down for the contract and everything. And I said, she goes, now I got to get it signed and approved, Sam. And I go, well, okay, you know, that's cool. And I gave her the money. And then she goes, I got to get it approved and signed by 3 of them. I got to get them to okay. Because remember, if something goes wrong, they're going to go to those 3 and say, why did you sign it? You're fired, you're fired, you're fired.
Yeah.
So those 3 are gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're scared to lose their job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I said, okay, well, you work on your end, Rose, and I'm going to work on my end. I'm going to call the police department and have them come down. I'm going to try to win them over, man. I said, I got some tricks up my sleeve. You know, I don't even know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to motivate them some way, and I'm going to make them understand, you know, and I'm going to make them say yes.
Yeah.
And she was like, good luck. She goes, I don't know how you made me say yes, but you got me saying yes. So I have faith in you. And I go, all right, thank you, Rose. And so she, you know, we left. And I set up the meeting with the police department. The police department went over there, and I had them all in there in the room, you know. And when I start a meeting, bro, you know, I like to talk in the meeting. I like to cover everything so well that I don't like anybody else to talk. If I feel like somebody else says something, then I didn't cover it right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I try to do all the due diligence. I'm very anal with all that stuff. And so I had, you know, the police all come. And then I started, you know, when I started the meeting, I said, my name is Sam. I want everybody to get up, please, one at a time. Introduce yourself, your name, you know, who you are, what you do in your services, you know, with the police department. Okay. And they said, okay, my name's Sam Torres. You know, I'm a promoter. I've been with my wife for 39 years, you know, been you know, I got God in my heart, and I'm trying to do something really special here next. And then they went all the way down, so they feel a little more comfortable. They feel like they know each other a little bit more because they talk. They don't feel so like, you know, everybody's all quiet, and you know what I mean? And so I'm trying to break the room and the vibe, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so once I did that with them, you know, I started talking to them. I said, all right, bro. I said, you know, I know that, you know, I had talked to you guys before, and you guys turned me down about having the Lowrider show here at the convention center. But I need somebody to give me an approval before I could do that. So I'm going to ask you guys one more time, you know. But before we you know, start with the yes and the no's, can I just explain a few things to you?
Yeah.
I want you to understand who I am, what I'm about, and what I'm here to do.
Yeah.
I said, I want to do the show at the convention center. You know, I'm not going to have any alcohol here. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be giving Bibles away, and I'm going to have a prayer booth. I said, you know, I want my community to grow and get better as we go along. I said, so, you know, I would like to have the show here. And then the fucking main guy right away stands and goes, look, Torres, I really don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste our time here. You know, I know you're going to give us a little talk here and pep talk or what have you. He goes, you can give us a little pep talk and what have you. But, you know, we really don't have time for it. We really don't want the lowrider community here because it's going to start trouble. It's going to start fights. We just don't want it here at the convention center. The convention center just got re-renovated. It's brand new.
Yeah.
We don't want no issues here. I said, well, sir, I appreciate that, but I'm doing more than just a car show. And if you just give me a minute to explain to you what I'm trying to do here, not just for my lowrider community, but for our whole community. I'm trying to do something for you and your family and your wife and your kids too as well. Now let me explain to you. I go, so what I'm doing here, sir, is I'm trying to have a show here at the LA Convention Center. What you got to understand today is that the lowrider community is not the way it used to be. They're not all gangbangers, they're not all fighters. They're very much more family oriented. Now, when you see a lowrider, you're going to see it all decked out and everything. There's going to be this little car seat painted, chromed out,
Yep.
interior matching with the car seat. Why? Because we're family oriented. Our kids are in the cars now. We don't want them to do the same thing we've been doing all our lives, fighting, gangbanging, everything. We want change in our community. So
Absolutely.
when you see a lowrider car going down the street, you're going to see him with a kid in the back now. It's different. It's more family oriented. So give us that chance. Now, I know that you guys are so worried about our lowrider community starting trouble and everything, but why are you guys worried about it? You guys are the LAPD. You guys are police officers. You guys got this. To say you don't want our lowriders in your community. What are you talking about? We're already here.
Yeah.
We're already here. And you're already taking care of us.
Yeah.
Have more faith in yourself. Have more faith in yourself. Believe in yourself, bro, because I'm going to be honest with you. Out of all you guys in here, I guarantee you one of you police officers have a lowrider in your garage. That's why I wanted to get 40 guys in there.
Oh yeah.
I know one of them has to have, with us, bro. Somebody's, some of us are police officers too, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I said, look, and so this is what I want to explain to you. Now, I know there's a lowrider guy in here in your police department. I know. And I'm begging you, please be honest. Don't fucking sit down and not. You know who it is. You guys know. You've seen this car in the garage.
Yeah.
So I want you to be honest. But before we go there, I want to explain to you another thing. I'm not here just to, bring our lowrider community here and do a big thing, something special without the negativity, without the alcohol, without the gang banging and all that stuff. I want us to build a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. So you act like you're worried about our guys when you go out there, like we're some kind of killers or something, and you're worried about us being in our community. We're going to do something wrong, brother. Yeah. If you got to know us better, you would understand what we're more about.
Oh yeah.
So
there's a lot of money in cars.
So,
stuff.
Yeah, you're right. And I said, well, so with that being said, when you guys, come to the show, we're going to build a relationship. I'm trying to build a relationship between my lowrider community and the LAPD. If I could build a relationship between you guys, then when you're out there in the street and you see us cruising, you no longer feel like you need to be afraid. You need to be worried. Now you're closer to my community. Now you guys have some type of relationship where you could allow things to happen a little bit more. And you say, you know what? No, they're cool. They're cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this is what I'm getting to. So I said, with that being said, who in here has a lowrider? Somebody in here has a lowrider. Come on, man. Be honest, bro. Please. I'm begging you, please, from the bottom of my heart. You're not going to get fired. Nobody's going to lay you off. Yeah. Be a man. Stand up. One of you guys have to have a lowrider or a bomb or something in your car that you're working on, man.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, man, some guy raises his hand and goes, I got a lowrider in my car. And another guy says, I got a bomb. I said, we're already in your community, my brother. We work for you.
Yeah.
We work for you. Don't be afraid of our lowrider community. There's no reason to be.
Yeah.
I said, so again, please, I beg of you and I ask you to help me build a relationship between you and my community.
Yeah.
What will it cost? What will it take for you guys to allow me to have? So remember, no alcohol.
Yeah.
No alcohol. I'm only renting half of the convention center right now because I want you guys to get to know me and see how I run shit, and then we'll go from there once you see me.
Yeah.
I said, so, I'm going to do it outside too because the X Games, Adele Con's here. So I'm going to do a hard car show and a hop outside too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that if you were at the first show, but I did my car show on the dock.
Oh, wow.
And the hop. And I did a car show in the front on Figueroa Street. The hop was in the street, in the Figueroa.
Oh, shit. I wasn't there at the first.
That was the very first lowrider show that I ever did at the LA Convention Center because they didn't allow me to rent the whole building.
Wow.
So I had to make means with what I could do, know? So, I said, now, what will it take? So I know Bell's Magazine comes in here and you guys charge them $17,000 for like, 18 officers, 17 officers,
Yeah.
and they have alcohol and they're always fighting, they're always starting shit. You're not gonna have that with us.
Yeah.
With us, there ain't gonna be no alcohol, no trouble,
Mhm.
no rappers up here that hate each other. We're not
Yeah.
gonna do that shit. I know I'm a promoter. I know who to hire, who not to hire.
Yeah.
You know, I said, so what would it take? We don't want to have it. I said, no, no, look. I mean, the only reason you don't want to have my show here
Yeah.
is because you feel like it's not safe, right? Like you feel like my community isn't coming that dumb, right? He goes, yeah. I said, well, look, man, have faith in your LA. Remember, you guys are LAPD, bro. You
Yeah.
know who you guys are? You guys are LAPD. You guys are the baddest motherfuckers. And I literally cussed, bro. I said, you guys are the baddest motherfuckers out there.
Yeah.
LAPD. Y'all motherfuckers got the gangs under control. Y'all motherfuckers got everything under control. Y'all got this shit. Y'all are some bad motherfuckers. Have faith in yourself. So tell me, how many officers am I going to have here to have the show? I don't care what it costs. I don't care how many you tell me. Tell me whatever the fuck number you want. But
Yeah.
I'm willing to make it happen so I could have the show. I just need you to give me a number. Just give me a number, bro.
Yeah.
What would make you happy to make it safe right here in this area just to do the show? What would make you happy, bro? He goes, well, if I was doing things like that, if we're going to do a show, I'm going to throw a big number at you.
Yeah.
It's just going to be the most police officers we probably had at any show. And it's probably
Yeah.
going to be the smallest show we ever had that many police officers. So, well, that's fine. That's fine. If that's what it's going to take for me to gain your trust and for you to
Yeah.
understand what I'm trying to do, I'm willing to take the chance.
Yeah.
I said, so tell me, how many officers is it going to take to do this show? But I need you guys to prove it,
Yeah.
And he goes, if I do a show here and you said you only have half the convention center, I said, yes, and then the dock and outside. He goes, oh, you're going to have at least 45 police officers. You're going to have a chief, a sergeant, this and that. And I said, 45 police officers? I said, oh, my God. I said, so if it's 17 police officers or 17 grand for dubs, 20 grand for dubs for 17,
Yeah.
I'm going to have to give you maybe 50, and I started adding it up, about $58,000.
Damn.
And he goes, yes. I said, the convention center is costing me $48,000 to rent. So I'm going to rent the convention center for $48,000. It's just a piece of it, and I'm going to give you $58,000. And he goes, you asked what it would take, and I said, okay. So I pulled out my wallet,
Mhm.
my checkbook, and I started writing the check out for $58,000. He's looking at me. He goes, are you going to do it? I said, you said
Yeah.
that this is the best you would do for me to make it happen. I want to make it happen.
Yeah.
I said, so if that's what it takes, I'm going to do it. So I kept writing the check, and I wrote it for $58,000 to the LAPD.
Mhm.
And I go, so this is the deal then. This is the best you could do for me. He goes, if you want to have the show, that's what it's going to cost.
Wow.
Like a slap in the face. Like, this Chicano ain't going to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
he didn't
yeah.
know that God's blessed me. And he's been very good to us and my family. I've been with my family forever, So
Yeah.
he's blessed us in many ways. And I looked at him and I said, okay. So I wrote the check out and I slid the check over to him.
Yeah.
And when I slid the check over to him, he put his hand on the check. And I go, but wait a minute. Before you take the check, I go, there's 3 things I want from you guys. He goes, oh, well, I don't know if I want to do it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I won't take the check. I said, well, it's simple things. It's simple things. Okay. I said, one thing is that when you guys get here, I want you guys to be open-minded, open heart.
Yeah.
Don't come here negative. Be positive. Everybody smile at
Yeah.
all times. Smile because you're not here to babysit.
Yeah.
You're here to take care of some people that hired you to take care of them.
Yeah.
To make sure that they're safe and everything goes good.
Yeah.
He says, so I expect a smile. He goes, oh, that's no problem. He goes, what else? I go, second of all, I want you guys to walk around and I want you to pick a car. I want you to, whatever lowrider it is, I don't care. There's 48 of you motherfuckers here. You know, I need you guys to go over there and pick out. Can you cuss on here? I'm sorry. Can you
Yeah,
cuss
yeah,
on
no,
here?
you're
Okay,
good.
okay,
You're
okay.
good.
So I said I want, all 48 of you guys. Oh no, yeah, 48. It was
Yeah,
58,000. And I said I want you guys to go out there and pick a lowrider. I don't care which one. I don't care if you like the color, the chrome, the mural. I don't care what it is you like about it.
yeah,
But you guys pick one, go up to that lowrider car and say, excuse me, is this your lowrider? Yeah. Damn, I like the color, bro.
yeah,
And he's gonna see you as a police officer, and he's gonna look at you and say, "Oh, really? Well, you know what, bro? Me and my dad painted in my garage. It took us this long to
yeah,
paint
yeah,
it. We've been doing this, man. Then we chromed this out and we did it. And watch this guy open up to you, bro.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
gonna open up to you, start telling you everything about what he did to
yeah,
create that lowrider. And once he tells you everything, bro, when he's done telling you, he's all excited. You look at him and say, "Bro, my name is John. What's your name again?"
yeah,
Jeff. What's up, Jeff? Man, nice to meet you, Holmes. You know what? If you need anything, let me know. We're here to take care of you. If you
yeah,
need anything, my brother, I'm
yeah,
here for you. Just holler at me. And you shake his hand and you walk away. Now you done made a friend.
and
Now you done got close with my lowrider community.
yeah,
And now when this guy's walking down the hallway with his buddy and he sees you, his buddy's gonna say, "Hey, there's a cop, there's a cop." He's gonna say, "Oh man, that cop's cool. He likes my car, dude. He's cool as a motherfucker.
yep,
He's cool. He's down as a motherfucker. He likes my
yep,
shit."
yeah,
So now you got all these cops making relationships with my lowrider community, so you guys could get to know them better. So when you're cruising out there in the street and you see my lowrider guy cruising, you say, "Oh no, he's cool, man. They're cool.
yeah, yeah,
I see him at the show every year. They're fucking cool." He goes, "All right, we could do that. We could do that." And I said, "Okay." He goes, "But what's the last one?" I
yeah,
said, "The last one's simple, Holmes." And he goes, "What's the last one?" I said, "But you got to promise me." He goes, "Well, I don't know. I got to know what it is." And I said, "You're the chief. You're the main guy." Yeah. So later on, about 4 or 5 years from now,
yeah,
whenever this shit gets really big, and then you, I need you to start cutting down on this police right away. I can't afford to give you $58,000, for your police services when I don't need that many police officers.
yeah,
You know, and I'm never gonna sell alcohol.
yeah,
I said so. When you have alcohol, you have to have beer gardens, you have this or that or whatever. You have so many police. I'm not even gonna have alcohol, bro.
yeah,
I said so. Once you get to know me, please start cutting down on the officers. And once you get it down to a pretty decent number, I want you to come to me just and I want you guys to pull sticks.
yeah,
He goes, "What do you mean?" I go, "Well, whenever you guys have to pull sticks, that's when I want you to come up to me and say, 'Hey, Sam, you know, um, fuck, we're pulling sticks, to see who comes to the show because they're all fighting and arguing who wants to come to the damn show.'" I said,
mm,
"Because once you guys start coming here and you guys get to know each other, you guys are gonna fight to come to my show.
yeah, yeah,
I won't need 48 of you motherfuckers.
yeah.
15, 12 of you motherfuckers is all
They're
I'm
gonna
gonna
want to
need.
go. They're gonna
Yeah,
want to work.
but you guys are all gonna fight. So just tell me when you guys get to that point. Would you please do that for me?" He says, "Yeah."
Yeah,
He says, "That's it?" I go, "That's it, bro." I said,
yeah,
"Take the check." And he took the check. He goes, "I got it, man. We do this shit." Bro, the last year, the fifth year of having the show at the convention center,
yeah,
we're at the show. The guy couldn't believe I did it. Fucking convention center loved the fuck out of me. They love the way I run my shit. They love the way I did it. The police department fucking has a relationship with me. They love my. I told them my guys are gonna cruise Hollywood Boulevard after the show. Please, I don't have no alcohol here. They're
yeah,
not drunk.
yeah,
Just let them show and shine for a little while and then let them go home, please, nigga. We ain't gonna mess with them, Sam. They're cool.
yeah.
So they wouldn't fuck with them after my show
Oh yeah,
because of that. You know what I mean? Because of the relationship we're building. So
yeah,
not only am I doing the show there for the show, we're building a relationship with the LAPD too, bro. We
yeah,
built that. You know what I mean? And this is something that I did that people don't realize, and that's just tough shit, for me. But it's something that people don't realize what I did to change things for us too as well.
And I think,
So I'm working hard for our lowrider community, bro,
oh,
to make
definitely.
some
Well,
special stuff happen. You know.
and on behalf
Although,
of that community, I want to thank you. You know, and you're right because
well, I didn't do it for that reason. I didn't
but
do it for that reason. I just did it so you'd understand. You know what
oh yeah,
I went through. You know, do
no,
all this. You know.
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, and what I'm saying is that when it comes down to it, when we have these events, a lot of people take for granted the car shows, what it takes to have the car show, the permits, getting the police allow the car show to happen. I've seen car shows where like the fire the fire chief was just giving everybody a hard time,
Yeah.
and you know the at the end of
But
the
that's the promoter's fault. That's the
yeah,
promoter's fault, though.
but the
He's got to handle that shit.
yeah,
Mine
exactly,
never did.
yeah,
You
but
know,
the
because
but people like you are the ones that are doing everything possible to keep this lifestyle alive, to make it a show, to make it a good show, to bring it and realize that it is a family thing, and to change people's minds. This is the one thing, and one of the big reasons why I like talking to people like you, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to show people there is way more depth behind what we do. It's not just gang bang and drug money and all this other bullshit. It's just people. It's our culture, and we put it in our cars. It's our art. It's the way we express ourselves, and this is what brings us together. And it brings a lot of different people together, and that's one thing that people don't get. But it's something that makes me love this community, because really I've met a lot of good people, and I think
there's a
that
lot of
that's
good people in our community, bro. A
yes,
lot of
yeah,
good people. You know.
yeah,
So with that being said, you know, our relationship has been being, you know, was being built with these guys.
mm,
And now we have a great relationship with the LAPD,
yeah,
a real good relationship with them. And the fifth year into the show, um, I saw like my guys call me, "Hey, Torres, what's up? Hey, man, there's like fucking 20 cop cars going up the fucking ramp, or 25 cop cars hauling ass up the ramp. They just said, you know, fuck you cars, because the cars are in line and they went
yeah,
around the cars. They went the opposite way. They went all the way up. Man, they're on the way up there, Sam, on the way up there. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm like, fuck, you know, what's
yeah,
going on here? You know, what's wrong? So I kind of ran over there towards where they were coming. They all parked the car outside, and then they all got off and they're all walking in the door. You know, and I walk up to them. I go, "Excuse me, officers, is everything okay? Is everything okay, guys? Is everything okay?" They go, "Mr. Torres." And I go, "Yes, sir." They go, "Hey, what's up?" And they all start shaking my hand, all fucking 20, 30 officers, right?
yeah,
And I shake their hands, like, "What's up, bros? Everything okay?" Y'all scaring the motherfucker. Y'all running up here all in ass on us like something's wrong. Something wrong? They go, "No, everything's great, Torres. It's just that we didn't get picked to come to the show this year. We want to see the cars so bad, man. So we all said, let's go out there and fucking run up on Torres and see the cars, man."
yeah,
I said, well, come on, man. And they went inside. They went to go look. We all lined up in front of my wagon, all fucking 20, 30 cops, and we all took a picture and shit. And they're all walking around taking pictures, looking.
yeah.
But they were pissed because they didn't get picked to come to the show.
Oh,
So that same day, that the chief came up to me and said, "Mr. Torres, can I talk to you in your office?" And I go, "Sure." I was like, fuck, the fuck happened? You know, something go wrong or something. What happened? You know, something go wrong or some shit. And he goes, "Hey," and we sat down and go, "What's wrong? Is everything okay, sir?" And he goes, "Yeah, you know, it's kind of hard for me to tell you this, man, but, you know, I got to keep my promise, man." I go, "Well, what's up?" He goes, "I promise you, I'll tell you whenever we started pulling sticks, man, we're pulling sticks right now. We're pulling sticks. Everybody's dying to come to your fucking show. They love your show. We love you. We appreciate you. We got so much respect for you, Mr. Torres, man. You know, you'll
yeah,
never have trouble with any of the police officers with your lowriders, bro. You
mm,
know, in the streets and everything, we're cool with them now. We're actually building a relationship with them. Everything you
yeah,
said is coming together, and I just want you to know we're pulling sticks, man." I said, "Oh, man, thank you for
yeah,
telling me," and it made me feel so good, you know.
yeah,
And then the lady who rented me the convention center, I went up to her and I said, you know, because I used to call her, I said, "Hey, what's up with the contract?"
mm,
I said, "I already got the police to sign everything. What's up with the contract, girl?" She goes, "Torres, I promise. Look, I promise I'm gonna get it done. I promise I'll get it done." I said, "Girl, we got 2 months before the show. I need that contract from you. I'm
yeah,
scared. I don't like doing shit like this, you know. I
yeah,
gotta have that contract." She goes, don't worry. I promise it'll get done. It'll get done." fucking month later, still didn't have it. I'm like, girl, where's my contract?
Mm-hmm.
Rose, and she goes, Torres, I told you, I promise I got it done. I go, where is it at? She goes, we're still working on getting the signed signatures. We're still working on getting signatures, but
Yeah.
I promise everybody loves you, man. You come in here because I said, I want to talk to your staff. And I went in there and started shaking everybody's hand, talking to them. Hey, man, you guys come show. I got free tickets for all you guys. I got a free gift for all you guys. Come check it out. Be a part of it.
Yeah.
And I gave them a goodie bag, all of them a goodie bag and stuff. So I, was cool with everybody. And every time I'd walk in that building, bro, that hey, Torres, come on, can we take a picture? Can we take a picture? And they'd want to take pictures
Yeah.
and sign stuff for them and everything. Then I'd walk away and I'd go, Rose. And she goes, yeah. I go, do they do this to everybody that comes here? She goes, no, Sam, they don't do any of that to anybody but you.
Yeah.
Nobody. They don't like the motherfuckers. They don't like Mercedes. They don't like all the guys. They got fucking attitudes. They're all fucking
Yeah.
jerks. Apple, all of them, they're all assholes. He goes, you're the only motherfucker that comes in here and shakes everybody's hand, makes them feel so good that they fucking love you, man. They all love you so much. I said, well, fucking thank you guys. It makes me feel good. And so I told Rose, I said, look, man, come on, Rose. I want you to be honest with me now, because she had finally got the contract signed.
Yeah.
And she gave it to me fucking 3 days before the show, bro. Damn, my ass was fucking sweating. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And, after a few years of having the show together, me and Rose, we had built a real good relationship. And it was around the 5th, 6th year. And I looked at her and I go, Rose. And she goes, yeah. I just got a couple questions. Like, you got to be honest, Rose. Come on. I love you, man. I love you. You love me. We know each other very well. You got to be honest. I want the honest, answer. She goes, oh my God, I don't know if I can answer it, Sam. I go, please, Rose, come on. She goes, okay. Look, I'll be as honest as I could. She goes, because you're scaring me. You make me feel like, what are you going to fucking ask me right now?
Yeah.
I go, okay. Holmes, when I do things, I don't go put on my suit. I don't go put on a suit, my tie and everything, I go with my khakis, my T-shirt, the way I am, However I am, that's how I am. That's how you see me. I'm going to win you over with my words, with my, my motivation, with what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
That's how I'm going to win you over. Not because of what I'm wearing, So I told Rose, I said, Rose, hey, so when I saw you the first day, because you looked at me, and I swear to God, when I looked at you the way you looked at me, I turned and I looked at my boy and I said, you know what she's saying right now? And he goes, what? I go, she's saying, please don't tell me this is Mr. Torres. Please don't tell me this is Mr. Torres. Because I was talking to her on the phone. She's never seen me or met me.
Oh, yeah.
But she loved who I won her over on the phone,
Yeah.
And so when I was walking up, she saw me in khakis and she's like, oh my God, please don't tell me Mr. Torres. And I said, Rose. She goes, Mr. Torres. But I told the guy that was with me, I started laughing. Go, hey man, I guarantee you right now, she's like, don't fucking tell me this is Mr. Torres. Holy shit, I done rented this motherfucker to a fucking Chuco. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
what the fuck, And I said that day I saw you, I swear I told my guy what I thought you had said, but please be honest, please, because I want to know if I hit it right on the mark.
Yeah.
And she goes, okay. She goes, what? I told my guy when we're walking up, I said, right now she's saying, what were you saying? And I told my guy what I thought you were saying, but when you first saw me, what was going through your mind? What was your first impression when you saw me? Please be honest, Rose. She goes, oh shit, okay. I go, be honest. She goes, okay. I swear, all honesty, Sam, and I'm being honest from my heart.
Yeah.
When I first saw you walking up, I was like, oh my God, please don't let this be Mr. Torres. Please don't let this be Mr. Torres.
Yeah.
And me and my guy started laughing. She goes, that's exactly what Sam said. That's what Sam said exactly to a T.
Yeah.
And we laughed and giggled and everything, man, And then I go, but you're cool with it now. She goes, oh, I fucking love you more than anybody that's ever come here, Torres. You'll have the keys here forever, man. We absolutely love you, man. I said, well, we love you too, Rose. I said, now my second question. She goes, oh my God, no more questions. That was hard
Yeah,
enough.
yeah,
I don't want to answer no more questions. I said, come on, Rose, one more question, one more. She goes, all right. What's the question, Torres? I go, what took you so long with the contract? I mean, you could that it don't take 2 minutes to sign two people. I met all the people.
yeah,
Don't take 2 minutes to sign it. What took so long with the contract? And she goes, well, okay, I'll be honest with you. I couldn't get two people to sign it. I signed it. She goes, but I couldn't. Everybody was so scared that the lowrider show was going to come and start trouble and fuck up, and they're all going to get fired. So nobody wanted to sign it. But
yeah,
everybody loves you. But everybody's scared to lose their job.
yeah,
She goes, so one person came up to me. She goes, man, Sam's a really good dude. You know what? I'm going to sign it. I don't care.
yeah,
I'm going to sign it. And then another girl says, hey, well, you know what? We all love Sam, right? And they go, yeah. She goes, so why don't we all sign it? And if
yeah,
something goes wrong, they can't fire all of us. So I'm the first one that got the first contract ever with all 10 signatures on there
wow,
approving my show. And that was very touchy to me, because I was like, wow, not only did I get the three, I got the 10, but it
yeah,
was hard to get them,
yeah,
you know? So a lot of people don't know all the shit I went through, bro. There's more than that
oh
I
yeah,
went through to do this show.
yeah,
Um, I'm very anal, like I said. I talk to I talk to the people who clean. I have meetings with the people who clean. I have meetings with the people who serve the food. When they come, I had a meeting with the lady from the food vendor to come,
yeah,
and Rose was like, well, oh no, actually it was another lady there named Sandra Lady now, and this is called Levy, the company.
mm,
And I said, okay, Levy, I don't know you personally, so I have nothing personal against you,
yeah,
but I'm gonna talk about some things because we had a couple of shows here already, and we're gonna have to improve some things. And every time I have a show here, every year something has to get improved.
yeah,
I said, so this year we're gonna look at you. And she goes, well, I've been coming here for 27 years. I've
oh
never
wow,
had trouble with the food or anything. She
uh,
goes, Sandra Lady, have I ever had trouble here with the food? And Sandra goes, no, no, you never have, Mr. Torres. We've never had issues with her. I said, well, look, again, nothing personal or anything, but I'm about to get you, Sandra, to agree with me,
mm,
and you're going to see why. I said, just give me a minute. Let me explain to you what I'm doing here.
yeah,
I said, okay, so I had my guy go down there and order hamburger, sandwich, burrito, hot dog,
yeah,
5 different sodas. And he brought them all to me. And I tasted them all. And they were okay. Sodas were okay. Not the best, but they're okay. I mean, I see
yeah,
you have big hot dogs and this and that. The bread's looks real fancy, whatever, but I wasn't keen to it. I said,
yeah,
I'm going to be honest with you. I need you guys to make sure that those sodas, when I get a soda, because I'm going to test you the next show we have. And if I taste the sodas, I expect them to burn the shit out of my throat. If that soda don't burn my throat when I take a drink of it, it ain't no good soda.
yeah, yeah,
And the reason I tell you this is because you're not charging us $2 for soda. You're charging us $10 for one soda.
yeah,
So I
exactly.
expect it to be a $10 quality
$10 soda.
soda. You know, I said, now the meals that you guys are giving us, my people are Hispanics, man. They don't give a fuck how much it's going to cost. They're going to feed their family.
Yeah,
So they're going to spend the money on your product.
yeah,
But I need you to step it up on your product because we're going to improve you.
yeah,
And she goes, but I never had trouble with my product. Sandra Lady, have we ever had trouble with the product? I said, look, man, let me explain to you one more thing. Again, I don't know you personally. I've never
yeah,
met you in my life. But I'm this kind of guy. I'm goofy. I'm here to improve everything. I
yeah,
want to improve the convention center. I want to improve the food. I want to improve, the security. I want to improve the police. I want to improve everything. I'm here to do all that, man. And
yeah,
so things are going to change. I said, your food, I tasted your food, your hamburger's good and everything, but it's not, I need you to step it up. Whenever you go buy a head of lettuce, don't buy a 59-cent head of lettuce, get the $1.10. I
Yeah.
know it's a little bit more, but it's quality. The lettuce is crunchy, it's watery, it's
Hmm.
good. The bread, spend $2 on the bread instead of $1.20.
Yeah.
You know, get you some quality bread. I expect that bread to be good. Tomatoes, nice and red, juicy, fat tomatoes. I don't need you to spend 5 cents on a tomato. I need you to spend 20 cents on a damn tomato.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to understand, I need the quality to go up in that. And whenever my guy went up there, I told him to look at all your employees that are selling the product. None of you guys were smiling. All you guys were like, yeah, what you want? Okay, yeah, okay. What else? Anything else? That it? Okay, okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you what's best for you. You're not gonna sell your product only what the guy's asking. If you want to sell your product, you better have a smile on your face and you better say you got the best product and you better be selling the best product.
Yeah.
I said, so whenever somebody walks up to to get some food, say, hello, how are you today? Smile. Smile, hi, how are you today? What can I get for you, man?
Yeah.
Oh, let me have a hamburger and some fries. Have you tried our nuggets? Our nuggets are real good. Have you tried them? Man, they're so tasty. So fries and hamburger, what else? You know what?
Yeah.
Let me try the nuggets too. You know, now with a smile and your people selling your product in a happy way, in a happy
Yeah.
tone, this guy's gonna be fucking happy and start buying stuff.
Yeah.
And it's quality shit now. Now, Sandra Lady, the food right now that they're selling and they have, people are going home saying, "Man, look at this convention center, brand new floors. The windows are beautiful, brand new. The air conditioning is nice,
Yeah.
cold. The restrooms are nice, but the food sucks." Do you want them to say that, Sandra Lady? It's not going to cost you no more for her to up her quality, and it's not going to cost her too much more to up the quality.
Yeah.
But that's going to improve her and her company. She's going to end up selling more because her people now are going to smile, right? They're going to
Yeah.
smile and ask you, what do you want? And do you need this? Have you tried this? Do you want that? We got this. Have you ever had this? It's your job to sell your product.
Yes.
Okay. But if you're going to sell your product in my show, I expect quality.
Yeah.
So if you're going to charge me $30 for a fucking plate, I expect a $30
Plate.
hot dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she goes, you know what, Miss Torres? Sandra Lady says, I agree with you. You're right. You are going to get me to agree with you. You know, you're very right. I
Yeah.
don't want everybody saying, this is nice, the convention is beautiful, that, but the food sucks. I don't want that. So I do
Especially with
agree
the
with
price
you.
we're paying for it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and I said, do you agree with me, ma'am, on selling your product with the please? I have nothing against you. You're a wonderful woman. I know you're smart, and I know you're the best for the job because you've been
Yeah.
here for freaking almost 30 years. Come on,
Yeah.
you know I know you're the best, but I'm just trying to make you a little better. I don't want you to be stuck on your rut. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I want you to improve yourself and always look to improve yourself,
Yeah.
whatever which way you can. And she goes, Miss Torres, I agree with you. I'm gonna up it. I'm gonna upgrade the stuff and make sure everything gets good. And I'm gonna make sure that soda burns your throat the next time you come and get one.
Yeah.
She goes, and I appreciate it. And you're right. I will sell more product that way too as well. You know.
Nice.
And I go, and so this is how we're gonna improve everything. You know. And the same thing with the parking guys. I got them in. You know.
All that stuff. Yeah.
And I tell my
Well, now you
guys
know why
every
you blow
year.
so big when it comes to the hop.
Oh yeah, bro. And I say every year when we come in, I tell my guys we're gonna change. Something's got to change.
Yeah.
Something's got to improve every year. If we don't have something to improve, then we're not doing our jobs. I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't care. Something has to improve every
Yes.
year, or
Mm.
we're not gonna stay on top. We're not gonna
Yeah.
keep our game. You know, we have to improve something every year. So, you know, I'm kind of like that guy from Disneyland, bro. You know what I mean? That guy at Disneyland, Walt Disney, that crazy son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You know, he's so
Amen.
fucking perfect at everything he does. He's so fucking anal. His restrooms are clean as fuck. How many people go there, bro? The
Oh yeah.
restrooms are clean. Toilet paper, everything in there. Every freaking restroom because the
Yep.
quality of their food is good. Their candies are fucking good.
Yep.
Their clothes is quality shit. You know, so I'm like that guy from Disneyland. So when you go home and you spend freaking $120 on the goddamn ticket, $70, $80 on the damn T-shirt,
Yeah.
$30 on a piece of candy, and $60 to eat, you go home and you say, "Damn, I'm broke. I ain't got no money, but I can't wait to go back
That's right.
because you got the
And
quality
that's
stream, you got
Vegas.
the
And
good
that's
food, the good
Vegas too.
experience. You know what I mean?
That is
You're like,
Vegas.
fuck, I can't wait to go back. You know what
Yep.
I mean? So
And
that's
that's
what I'm
why.
trying to sell, bro. You know, a
And,
good quality product, a
yep.
motivating product, a product that's good for you and your family to enjoy and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everything I do is done in that matter. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
I feel sorry for my wife and everybody because I'm so anal with stuff. You know, a lot of times.
Well,
Um,
we'll come back to the fact that, like I said, if you want to go to this hop, you're gonna be in Vegas. If you've never experienced Vegas on Lowrider weekend, make sure you're here. You take the effort to get to this hop on Sunday, and you come out and you enjoy yourself, and you watch the show.
That's
Um,
right, man. Because Vegas is so much fun alone. There's
yeah,
so much to do in Vegas. You go to the M&M shop, the Hershey shop, the Coca-Cola shop. There's so many things you can do.
gamble
Yeah, you could gamble. You could look at the gangster
museum.
museum. I
Yeah,
mean, there's just so much for you to see there and do there, man. You know,
yeah.
you don't have to be in the Lowrider community. You could hang out, and go to the shows, and then do that as well. You know,
Every
or
time
the
I go to Vegas,
husband could go and the kids go do something
yep,
different. It's you know,
yeah,
it's up to
exactly.
them. But you know, I honestly feel like this is the best time to go.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, don't
Every
miss
time
out.
I've gone to Vegas, I run into people that aren't even there for the show, and it's funny because they're always from like the hometown. They're from like so I'm from San Jose, so like I run into people, and then they're like, "We're out here for the show," and they're like, "Oh, we just happened to come out, or we got married, or something or other," and it's like, "Well, go to the show." So I'm like, it is what it is, but yeah, you run into a lot of people in Vegas, and it's great.
Yes, that's right, my brother.
Well, I
But
want to thank you. I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for coming on my podcast, and I'm looking forward to Vegas this year.
right on, my brother. I'm looking forward, and like I said, you guys better bring your cameras and be ready. My God, this is gonna be something really crazy and really special. You know, it's gonna be Las Vegas. You know,
And what's the venue? What's the address?
it's gonna be at the Cashman's Field.
Yes,
At
Cashman's.
Cashman's Field. So
Yeah.
just look up Cashman's Field. It's like right
Yeah.
next to downtown.
All
Like
right.
not even 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
And
It's
the
real
show
close.
starts around what, 3?
The cars start moving in around 10 in the morning,
Yeah.
9 in the morning, but you can move in all day. We're not gonna shut the gate. So if you're at the other show and
Mm,
you come in late, we're gonna have the gate open for you. Just pay your way to get in and you
yeah.
go park your car inside.
All right. Sounds good. Well, once again, thank you again for your time. I really appreciate this. And I'm like I said, looking forward to Vegas. It's gonna be a
Right
good
on,
one.
my brother. Well, God bless you and your family. And remember, I have a lot of gear out there, bro. I have some killer sweaters and stuff,
Yeah.
with Torres Empire brand, streetwear mixed, some Supreme, some Market, some, just bunch of different streetwear with Torres Empire brand on it. And then I'll have the show shirt there too as well. And I'll have a lot of Torres Empire brand stuff too, man. So
All right.
don't miss out, man. You're gonna be there. I'm telling you, man, you don't want to miss out. And this is clothes that, I mean, just one sweater probably costs you $250 with the quality, the thickness, and everything from this streetwear.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have it real cheap for you guys, very affordable, and it's all embroidered, like it's
Nice.
embroidered. It's not, you know, screenshot, none of that. It's
Yeah.
embroidered. So when you
Nice.
see these sweaters and jerseys that are all embroidered, they're badass, bro. You
Def-
guys are gonna like it. So make sure you come out here, bring your kids. I got a lot of free toys for the kids, man. A lot of free toys for the
Yes,
kids.
sir.
So make sure you come out and get you some free toys for them kids. All they got to do is say, "Come get you some," and I got a free toy. I got little bear bricks. I got pops. I got little bear bricks. I got pops. I got Hot Wheels. I got a lot of stuff to give away for you kids, man. And
All
that's the
right.
one thing is I do got a lot of kid fans, man. I don't know why,
Yep.
but I'm a big kid myself. But I got a lot of kid fans, bro. A lot.
That's because you do it big, the best show. Everybody's involved.
Thank you. God bless you, you beautiful family. Thank you for taking time to be a part of our Lowrider community, brother. We appreciate
Definitely. All right, brother.
you. All right.
All right.
God bless you guys. Peace, man.
Pinches Lowriders.